So bedtimes can often be late during the summer and mornings are not quite as early. So I always recommend starting as early as you can, but at least a week before school starting back to start increasing bedtime, making it earlier by 10 to 15 minutes each night. And then same for in the morning, starting to set alarm clocks for 10 to 15 minutes each time, getting closer and closer to that regular school day morning bedtime and morning wake up. I also recommend just starting to, really get your children involved with you. Help them set out your clothes the night before, pack lunches, get book bags packed in a certain spot. Expectations are the root of all disappointment for adults and children, but I really find that children thrive off of knowing what they're expected of them and just having that morning routine expectations for them. And same for evening, knowing where they're going to have homework time and when they're going to have homework time and where that should be at. If they come home and get a snack, where those are located, just kind of having something that they can expect every day. And then I also recommend screen time, starting to limit that. That can often increase during the summer, and just letting children know what the expectation is for that as school gets started back. So it depends on the age, but typically from under 3, I recommend 12 hours a night. 3 to probably 8, I recommend 10 hours a night. And then 8 and up can thrive off of 8 hours of sleep. But really, anybody else should be having 8 hours and more asleep a night. Sleep is huge. I mean, that is a easy way to boost our immune systems. It's a free way, and our bodies can't thrive without enough sleep. Everything starts to kind of go haywire when we're not getting enough sleep from our immune systems, our digestive systems, our brain's activity, all of that. Concentration levels decrease, so it's pretty crucial to really make sleep a priority, especially in children as their brains are growing and adapting and learning so much right now. Vaccines are one of those things that they're preventative. I think they've become such a controversial topic, but it's preventative. The reason we don't see polio and we don't see chickenpox and measles, mumps, rubella, all of those things is because we've introduced a vaccine. Same with COVID, because the reason we're not seeing the increase in hospitalization, the reason we're able to keep schools open is because we've decreased the severity and decreased the hospitalizations and decreased death rate because of COVID. So it's pretty important to continue that. I always recommend each patient talking with their own provider, and because everybody, of course, is different and different circumstances, and getting advice individually based, but vaccines are huge in order to keep those diseases to stay away and to combat them, especially ones that keep children from attending school. So I always recommend to children the rainbow. Let's eat the rainbow. It makes it fun and inviting and also encourages them to eat their fruits and vegetables. I also recommend a macro balance, and what that means is having enough protein, fats, and carbohydrates. If they're only eating sugary cereals in the morning, then they're going to see an insulin spike and drop, which can interfere with their concentration levels and cause them to be sleepy during the day a little bit earlier than they should be. So lunches, I always recommend some kind of protein, whether it's a sandwich, whether it's peanut butter and jelly sandwich. That's fun for children. They usually eat it, but it's also well balanced. But pairing it with some fruit, whether it's a banana, strawberries, an orange, grapes, whatever they'll eat. Vegetables can be carrots and hummus. But making it fun for them, I'm realistic to know that children can be picky eaters, but making it fun for them and always serving one thing that they love and you know that they're going to eat, but also introducing something new once a day is really important because it can take a child up to 15 times to even try a new food. But having a balanced diet and eating the rainbow, as I say, is very crucial, especially for their immune systems. One of the biggest questions I'm asked is, what multivitamin should I give my child to help boost their immune system, or how can I boost their immune system for school or daycare? And the biggest thing I can advise them is to eat it in their diet. I don't typically recommend vitamins unless you have just an overly picky child, and then I always talk with their provider for that. But even foods such as strawberries has zinc and vitamin C in it. Beans are a great source of zinc. Oranges, vitamin C. Peanut butter is great for vitamin E, and you can get all of your vitamins and minerals just from your diet.